In the 16 years of working for Doctors Without Borders, Médecins Sans Frontières, I've seen countless emaciated children. This past summer, I saw many more when I traveled to Somalia to visit our teams treating thousands of malnourished patients. It's a completely natural and human response to become numb to such startling images of suffering. But with what we know today about how to treat malnourished children and prevent them from dying, it is absolutely necessary to draw attention to the plight of malnourished children far from the spotlight of high-profile emergencies, especially when 195 million children are suffering. That is why in 2010, MSF joined forces with some of the world's top photojournalists from 7Photo to rewrite the story of childhood malnutrition. Our friends at 7Photo traveled to rural villages, war zones, teeming capitals, and isolated mountains to document child malnutrition and its varied faces. Ultimately, these photojournalists captured intimate stories, much like the ones our MSF field teams hear from mothers every day in malnutrition hotspots around the world.
I saw firsthand mothers in Burkina Faso and the rural United States struggling to meet the nutritional needs of their children. The main difference was that in the United States there was a safety net for these mothers to fall back on, and for Natasha in Burkina Faso there was not. For her, it was often difficult or impossible to get her son Alexi foods that he needed to be healthy.
In India, I saw mothers having to feed their children food with little nutritional value. Because this has been going on for generations, it seemed normal to them. But just because this crisis has become invisible, doesn't mean it's not a crisis.
People like you are helping to make this crisis increasingly visible. Individuals from more than 180 countries around the world have joined the Starve for Attention petition, calling on the top food aid donor countries to stop sending foods that don't meet the nutritional needs of young children. Many of them are people who themselves are living in the world's malnutrition hotspots. On World Food Day, we are taking this message to Washington, Rome, Tokyo, and other capitals around the world with your support. Thanks to your support, since the campaign started, we've seen significant progress. The main UN agencies, such as the World Food Programme, UNICEF, and the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, have changed their policies to make sure the food aid they distribute meets the nutritional needs of young children. New ready-to-use supplementary foods that meet the nutritional needs of children under 2 have been the cornerstone of responses to several high-profile major emergencies. We still need the World Health Organization to provide technical guidance on the appropriate foods for young and moderately malnourished children, so governments will use the right foods at the right time. And all food aid donors, in particular the US and the European Commission, must ensure that their contributions to nutrition programs are used to provide children with nutritionally adequate and not substandard foods. Reaching these goals means not losing momentum. We can't afford to wait for the next crisis to act. We have the tools today to save these children. We just need the political will to implement them. The 195 million malnourished children worldwide shouldn't have to wait to be victims of war or famine to have access to these life-saving nutritious foods. Thank you for supporting the Starve for Attention campaign. MSF will continue to fight for malnourished children.